This is Joey from Laynes Calling, and you're listening to the Brutally Delicious Podcast.
Hey, you are listening to the Brutally Delicious Podcast. I am Mr. Soda Can.
AKA Bruce. I'm Riina from Silentium. It's nice to be here again.
My name's Kris, and Bruce, can you just have some fucking manners?
I thought it was AKA Numbnuts.
Well, you know, I'm numbnuts, sure, but at least I have manners.
Yeah. And at least Kris is like, spreading awareness of a true problem of nuts being super numb. So.
I suffer from a condition. I'm in trials with a new drug called numbnutsazite.
Listening is able to help him. You can go ahead and email him your cures.
If you want to sit here for 3 minutes, I'll tell you about all the things that will go wrong if I take this drug. But in your mind, just imagine I'm going to the movie, I'm going dancing, I'm out for dinner, I'm doing all this stuff.
Yep.
Sounds amazing. Anyway.
Oh, you don't get that because you're not American. Oh, my God. So, Bruce, the United States is the only country in the world where pharmaceutical companies are allowed to advertise.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like, I don't think they are in Finland, but they're definitely not allowed in Canada. They can't advertise.
No, it's an actual thing, definitely. Here in Finland, super regulated. You cannot talk to directly to a patient, for instance. There's like no channel where that is allowed, and it's extremely regulated. Everywhere else, except America, where it's fine to like sell people drugs that might make them go bald, never want to make them fuck again, and like pump your ass on the street if you just like,
Side effects may include death, stroke, heart attack.
Right,
Do
exactly.
not take this pill if you had diarrhea this morning. Do not take this pill if.
Right.
Sorry.
Do you think we should get the guest into this? Or?
Yeah, we should. Yeah. Okay.
So we are talking to the guys in Laynes Calling today. I think they're a pretty good band. We were just checking them out a little bit earlier. If you want to hang on, we can go ahead and grab them.
You guys should come to Finland and just do the mixed sauna and see everybody's genitals at once.
No, thanks.
So I don't think that's exciting as it probably sounds, because you get in there and you get the 400-pound guys, right?
You get me in there. That's the problem.
You get everybody in there. That's the point.
I don't have that type of confidence.
No. So let me ask you a question. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, is it like everybody just hangs out, or is it like a very sexual thing? Oh, sorry.
He's on video. I'll join the video. Oh, good morning, son. How are you?
How are you, man?
How's it going, guys?
Sorry, I'm guessing you just woke up.
I know, right? You good there, Joseph?
And the first thing he hears me saying is it very sexual?
Well, he's just waking up from a dream, so you know.
Right?
All right, but seriously, are you just waking up?
Yes, we didn't get back to the hotel this morning until about 8:30 this morning.
Oh, wow. Were you playing a gig last night?
No, just doing some promotion for the EP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm assuming there was alcohol involved in this late night?
No alcohol involved. Not tonight.
No, just hard drugs then.
Yes, lots of hard drugs.
Anyway, nice to meet you. I'm Bruce, the guy you can see in the camera with the shiny head. That's Kris, and my partner Riina's on the other line.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too, Joseph. How you doing? You are you like completely conscious and up for a chat?
Yeah.
Nice.
We can reschedule this if you want to get yourself together, or we're good.
No, I'm perfectly good to go.
Question is, are you wearing a shirt right now?
No.
No, this is the second interview we've done with someone that wasn't wearing a shirt. The first one was with the singer from Trapped. He didn't wear a shirt either.
Oh, the whole time, right? We have. Go ahead.
He had to bring up Trap, didn't he? No, I'm just kidding.
It was a very, very, very interesting conversation.
Yeah, you can put that lightly. You don't have to put your shirt on. I'm not offended. I just,
Oh, no. waking up and getting everything going while I'm talking to you guys.
If you've ever listened to this podcast before, it's not the regular like, tell us about the band name, you know.
So let me ask you a quick question: are you now business casual up top and free falling on the bottom?
No, actually, I've got my cool little snowman sleep pants, you know.
That's cool. The reason I ask is we did a podcast once where the dude answered the phone, this band called Songray, and the freaking Henry answered the phone and he was sitting on the shitter. But he had his video on. He turned his video on and he was actually sitting there on the bowl.
That's pretty freaking epic.
Yeah, he could have just hit, not ready yet or whatever, but he chose to hit that green button and we were like, whoa, how you doing?
Nice.
Yeah.
So please give us a heads up if this is your plan. Like,
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we should talk about the band. Any idea about that? Do you want to do that, or is that why we're here?
Sorry, Joseph. We kind of get sidetracked and go all over the place. So.
Okay. We always start off with give us the boardroom pitch for your band. What are you about? What do you sound like? Let people know who haven't heard you before.
Oh wow! So basically, we are Laynes Calling. We are a very, I don't know. I hate doing this part because I always feel like I'm reading right off the bio screen of our fucking website.
That's fine.
But anyways, we're a alt rock group out of Louisville, Kentucky. We started up in 2018. Just released our first EP, and we kind of have a little bit of everything for everybody on it. I mean, if you like slow stuff, we have slow stuff on there. If you like heavy and fast, we have heavy and fast. So it's kind of one of those things where it's kind of got a little bit of everything.
Cool.
Yeah, it sounded good.
Go ahead, Riina.
Yeah, it sounded good though. Like there was a lovely sort of 90s vibe in a good way in the sound and the production. It was cool.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you.
When you said you're out doing promotion, was that limited or what's it like? I guess my question is, what's it like releasing a record in this current pandemic or current state of affairs?
Stickers. Lots and lots of fucking stickers. No, we order about, 3,000-4,000 stickers a week, and we just go to different cities and plaster them everywhere.
Really? Like that's a thing.
That's an actual.
That's old school DIY though.
That's cool. Old school punk DIY for sure.
Yeah, and that's one of the things actually when we started doing this, it was like bands don't do that anymore. Everybody uses social media.
Yeah. It's sort of easier to have a discussion like on Facebook than it is on a sticker.
Yes.
With hands,
Yeah, but like if you're in a town,
we literally just use the EP cover for it, and that's all it says. So we literally just go to every city that we're in, and we start plastering these things. And I'll never forget the first place we did it at in Indianapolis, Indiana. We had smacked the hotel that we were staying at really, really hard the first night we were there. So my drummer is actually getting up to smoke a cigarette the next morning, and the hotel management meets him downstairs. Like, hey, you guys know where these came from? So, of course, my drummer's like, we might have gave them out to a few people last night, and they might have stuck them up. Now, what he really meant to say is, we stuck them all over your hotel. We just don't want to.
Yeah. Just blame the classic someone may have done it.
We gave them out to some people. They might have. No, dude, just tell them. But now we're like on a first name basis with the hotel staff there. So that's pretty cool.
That's great. I spent a lot of time in LA, like in the late 80s, early 90s, and that's how bands got everything around. Those stupid flyers they would post to every wall, every bus stop, every telephone pole. And that's how you found bands. You'd be walking around going, wow, I think I'll check those guys out.
Right. And that was kind of the thought process behind ours. Is nobody does that anymore. I actually have a big red bag full of flyers right here.
That's pretty cool.
Right.
So I love the old school DIY vibe going on here. Is that was that part of your label's marketing, or is that just something you guys wanted to do?
No, that was just something we kind of came up with the COVID stuff going on. And all these bands that are really kind of turning towards the live streaming music, which, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's cool, and I'm all for it. Not really my thing. I feel like if I'm going to watch a show, I want to be there in person. I can watch you play on YouTube if I chose, you know, but I want to be right there. I want to feel that experience. So we wanted to get away and do something different from what everybody else was doing.
Well, it works.
It does. The very first thing people say when they see our stickers or whatever, man, we didn't really know what to expect at first. Then we Googled you, and wow, I was like, cool. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
Well, the cool thing about it is like before, if you would sticker up a city before cell phones, you know, people would have to remember to try and find a way to figure it out. But now they see the sticker, they can just go right now, right while they're walking by. Oh, I wonder what this is.
Exactly.
Or take a picture of it and have it for memory.
Yeah,
exactly.
Are you guys putting QR codes on the stickers so people can scan it and just go straight to your band?
Right to the band, which is pretty cool.
Hey, I want to see one of these stickers. Can you show me one?
Let me see if I have any left in this bag.
But there is like this aspect of the modern world included in the stickers, which is the QR code.
Yeah, right.
Because it is true. Nobody does that anymore. So it's kind of like, you know, bringing retro back in fashion or whatever that, you know, then you start getting noticed again when you like go old school.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like you're like the DIY hipster. It's great. Except you're not a hipster.
Yes, that works.
So tell us about the record. Was it difficult to write in this nonsense? Are you guys relatively close or using the internet mostly? How did that all pan out?
Actually, the great thing about this record, it was kind of put together for the last 4 years of my life. And the very unique thing about it was I didn't have a band when I started doing this. I didn't even have a band when I finished this. The album was put together after I released the song Not Well. That was kind of like our first major release, or my first major release or whatever. And after that, it was just kind of Tim King had hit us up from Pavement 3 days after I'd released Not Well, wanted to offer us a distribution deal. Didn't even have a band at the time. Signed the distribution deal, decided to put the band together later.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
My friend Murray was in a band called 40 Foot Echo, and he did. And my friend Rod was in a band called Jet Black Star, and they both did the same thing. They released the project, and then suddenly the labels were like, "Hey, come bring your band down. We want to see you play." And they're like, we don't have one." And they're like, "What?" Yeah.
Yeah, that's almost exactly the same thing with us. We just, once Pavement and everybody started showing real interest, that's where I was like, okay, we need to start doing that now. Yeah.
Now, how did you get in touch with Pavement? Were you sending out demos or how did that go for you?
Actually, so I had set up, or like I said, I had released Not Well, and Derek Pichon from 434 Management, him and his business partner, Paul Crosby of Saliva, had seen the video and contacted me. Derek went out on a limb. And this is before I even started talking about having this guy manage us. Went out on a limb, and he's actually the one that got us the distribution deal with Pavement.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We do a lot of work with them. They're good people.
Yeah, Derek is an awesome guy. So is Paul. And I'll actually be seeing those guys at the end of this month.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be down in Louisiana. I guess they're bringing their End of Days festival over to Louisiana October 31st. So that's where I'll be.
Nice. Where are you right now?
Right now, I am 10 minutes outside of Indianapolis, Indiana, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Bruce, you got anything else?
Yeah, so let me ask you a question. When you're writing, I know you said these songs are 4 years old, but is there a message or something you want your fans to take away after listening to one of your records?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. The EP's kind of like I was telling you earlier. It was written over several years of my life, so there's a lot of different things going on there. I had some of the best times of my life in those few years. I had some of the worst times. So the great thing about the EP is you can the whole message behind it was no matter how dark the road you're on, there's always a way to get back to center.
Nice. Very cool. And how has that translated to fans? Do you get like personal stories from people connecting with you and reaching out online saying, hey, I connected with this song or that song?
Yeah, actually, especially, which was great, the way everything worked out. With September being National Suicide Prevention Month, we actually do a lot of work with suicide prevention. Veterans Hotline, I actually work for a veterans organization to help with veteran suicide. So it was really cool. This Saturday we'll be going down to do not only play LRS Fest, but we'll also be heading out to do a suicide prevention bike ride. So
nice.
A lot of people are gravitating more towards the not well aspect, which is really cool.
That's really cool.
What you're doing. It's amazing.
So lastly then, do you you're playing you said you're playing a festival?
Yeah. We are playing
so a real live festival.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the first things that we've done since the whole COVID shutdown. So it's pretty cool to be getting back out there and on the stage and rocking out with some pretty cool bands.
Where is this festival taking place?
New Albany, Indiana.
Wow, and they're allowing it.
Yes. Very limited capacity. I think only maybe 300 to 500 tickets were even sold. They're blocking it, or they're marking everything off for social distancing guidelines and all that stuff. So, I mean, we're still doing everything we can to be as safe as possible with it. And when we decided to go ahead and book for this, or book with the guys putting this on, that was the first thing we made very, very clear. This was all kind of situation dictating.
Yeah.
If we felt like there was no way to put on where it'd be safe for the people coming, there's no way we'd be part of it. So that's kind of the cool thing. We really went above and beyond to make sure everybody's going to be safe that comes out and can enjoy themselves, have a good time, and not worry about getting sick.
Cool.
Interesting.
Cool.
That's great. That's all I have. Kris, Riina?
I have one last one before we go. How did you get involved with the Veterans Association like that?
So I'm actually a former Army Airborne infantry vet myself.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And after I got back from Afghanistan, I actually suffered from PTSD really bad. One of my really good buddies, who also served, he's XSF sniper, medic, all that cool guy stuff. I like to make fun of him all the time for it. But anyways, he actually started this organization called Team Vetscape. And basically what it was him and his old SF team going out and just doing whatever they could to bring attention to suicide or veteran suicide and how we can fix it. And so we do a lot of cool things. Fred goes out and participates in like every one of the Warrior games. He brings guys along with him. We raise money to bring guys with him and send them out there to do that. We find ways to get vets more involved and find an easier way to transition back into normal life when they get back from wherever they may have served in.
Wow.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yes, I was going to say the same thing. Thank you for your service for sure.
Thank you, guys.
And I don't have anything else on that except, Riina, you good?
I am good. It was so nice to hear about all this. And I also want to salute you for the work you have done. And keep on doing.
Awesome. Joseph, I thank you very much for taking the time. Good luck with the record. Keep up the good work you're doing with the veterans.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
That's important stuff. Stay safe, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You too.
All right. Be well.
Bye.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.